China Tobacco, listen up. I've successfully quit smoking. From today onwards, you won't earn a single penny from me anymore, and I'll never have to support these bastards again. Hurry up and quit smoking, brother. The cigarettes you smoke aren't bullets aimed at the enemy anymore. They're shooting yourself. It costs money and shortens your life. Smoking used to damage your lungs. Now it also hurts your heart. To stop supporting these bastards, let's quit smoking together. Quit smoking. Due to tight finances, the CCP authorities attempted to push up cigarette prices, prompting a large number of smokers to launch a boycott movement, calling for a collective quitting of smoking starting from New Year's Day. The administrative measures for tobacco products in the domestic duty-free market formulated by Beijing will officially come into effect on January 1, 2026. Before the policy was implemented, many analysts pointed out that authorities, under the guise of cracking down on counterfeit goods, were tightening regulations and narrowing sales channels to cut off the market space for low-priced cigarettes, thereby driving up cigarette prices across the board. Mainland media also revealed that cigarette price increases were already being quietly implemented. Online rumors claim that cigarette prices may rise by 20% after the new regulations take effect, and that affordable cigarettes below $1.40 will gradually disappear. With China's economy rapidly declining, people are generally facing the hardship of wage cuts, unpaid wages, and even unemployment, leading to a sharp increase in living pressure. The authorities' push for tobacco price increases at this time has sparked strong dissatisfaction among smokers. Brothers, 3 million people quit smoking overnight. It feels like people are awakening. They're sobering up. This isn't just following the trend, it's a fact to avoid being exploited. 1956 Red Mount cigarettes have risen to $1.60. Mount Huang cigarettes are $1.90. However, have you seen Nanjing Zhuzazun cigarettes increase in price? Low-end cigarettes have been consistently increasing in price, doubling or tripling. Is it because even with the double price, we still have no choice but to smoke? Actually, we're just another group of people being ripped off, who can be fleeced however they want. High-end cigarettes don't increase in price and are even subject to price controls because most ordinary people smoke mid to low-end cigarettes. Isn't that just making us easy targets? Peony from 2 years ago, the price has risen to $2.40 now, which isn't just smoking, it's burning money. I won't support it anymore, I'm escaping. Thumbs up for my clear-headedness. Friends, have you all quit smoking? The new regulations are out starting January 1st this year, with an adjustment to cigarette prices. This seems quite different from last time. This time, it's estimated that entry-level cigarettes under $1.40 will basically be gone. Those previously priced between $1.40 and $3 will likely see a price increase. How much? Basically a 50 to 100% increase, roughly doubling in price. Cigarettes around $14 will have reached their price ceiling. They can increase further. A video titled "Tobacco Family's Monthly Allowance of $30,000" has gone viral online, igniting anger among smokers. The video features an 18-year-old second-generation tobacco company employee being interviewed. He reveals that his parents give him $30,000 a month in living expenses and that his family owns 7 or 8 properties. He is dressed head to toe in designer brands. Let's take a look at the video. So how much are your monthly living expenses? I use my dad's card, about $30,000 a month. How old are you this year? 18 this year. Can I ask how many homes your family owns? 7 or 8 units. Wow. My shoes are Airfolk, a Nike collaboration with Jerry Lorenzo. The pants are Adidas, normal pants. The clothes are from the new Paris collection, priced at around $920. What does your family do? My family is in the tobacco business. Many smokers bluntly stated, I smoke, they get rich. As the public outcry intensified, some mainland smokers launched an initiative for 50 million people to quit smoking collectively, which quickly gained a response online. Many people commented, it's not for anything else, it's just to prove a point. I don't want to support these people anymore. Smoking is supporting them, quitting smoking is supporting your own children. Analysts believe this anti-smoking movement symbolizes a growing awakening among Chinese people and may also affect the CCP's finances. To stop supporting these bastards, I'm quitting smoking. Today is the first day of quitting. It's really tough, but I have to quit. Before I posted this video, 47 million people had already quit smoking. Why is everyone talking about this lately, quitting smoking? My longtime fans told me that being poor is the most effective way to quit. I smoked Liquan cigarettes for 3 years, each costing $2. When the price went up to $2.20, I tolerated it. The shopkeeper said costs had increased. When it went up to $2.30, I thought it was about the same as $2.20, so I let it go. Finally, when it went up to $2.60, I reluctantly accepted it. What can I do when I love it? But then it suddenly jumped to $2.90, and that day I smashed my lighter. Don't ask me why I quit, my wallet did it for me. This isn't just cigarettes, it's a walking money-shredding machine. The blogger said that a $2.90 pack of cigarettes doesn't just contain tobacco, it contains his breakfast money, gas money, and milk tea money. Every time the price of cigarettes increases, the quit rate skyrockets. Netizens left comments such as, "Those people are testing their provider's limits time and time again," and "I'm quitting smoking starting today," after watching the second generation of tobacco company get its $30,000 a month for living expenses. Do you know how much retirement pay from the China Tobacco Company is? I heard it from a friend. He said that retiring from the tobacco company means receiving 3 payments per month. The first source of income is a retirement pension, which is approximately $2,000 per month. The second is a living allowance of about $140 per month. The third is an annuity, which is about $290 per month. There's also an additional subsidy, also known as a year-end bonus. Yes, you read that right. There's a year-end bonus after retirement, which is about $2,580. All things considered, it adds up to about $2,720 per month. The blogger exclaimed that the tobacco industry is indeed a hot commodity. No wonder countless college graduates are scrambling to get in every year. Some netizens joke that after seeing these statistics, they didn't want to smoke anymore. The 300 million smokers in China are all contributors, like candles burning themselves to light others, not only providing numerous high welfare positions for the tobacco system, but also incidentally reducing their retirement pensions by 10 years. Chinese smokers, you are truly great. Now, I finally understand why so many people are quitting smoking. More and more. I just bought a pack of Red Group cigarettes for $3. The first time I bought Red Group cigarettes, it was $2. Now it's $3, an increase of $1. My salary hasn't increased, but it has increased by 1/3. Brothers, I can't hold on much longer. The cravings are kicking in. My willpower is almost gone, and I'm about to collapse. I've already hung on at the convenience store entrance. I've been circling around for a while now, and I just want to go in and buy a pack, take a deep drag, and feel the thrill. It really is a matter of relapse versus perseverance. It's all about that one thought. Maybe if I can persevere, I'll get through it. But right now, I'm finding it hard to resist. I really want to smoke. Now that I think about it, compared to nicotine addiction, sex addiction, phone addiction, and staying up late, it's like a little brother. Quitting those things is so easy. This nicotine addiction is simply incurable. It's practically killing me. Why is everyone online discussing quitting smoking lately? Is it true or false that 50 million people are quitting smoking at the same time? To be subtle, I'm afraid it might affect some people's interests, so they might report my video. It's going to be expensive. First, let's be clear, starting January 1st, 2026, the price of cigarettes you smoke may increase. Some previously common low-price cigarettes will become obsolete. It's not that the cigarettes themselves will disappear, but rather that the low price will disappear. Second, have you noticed that cigarettes have been going out too fast in recent years? It's like the wind shares it when you're smoking. What are the reasons for this? You can search online, there's data available there. If all smokers in the country quit smoking for 3 months, the price of all cigarettes will drop by more than 50% after 3 months. It might not even be a month before many experts jump out and say smoking is not only healthy and promotes longevity, but it can also prevent various diseases. Do you believe it?
然后说一下我这个戒烟的过程。
Let me talk about my process of quitting smoking. So far, there haven't been any major physical or psychological problems. Yesterday, I spent an afternoon with a friend who's a heavy smoker. He smoked all afternoon, and I inhaled secondhand smoke all afternoon, but I didn't smoke a single cigarette. So, for me personally, quitting smoking is all about willpower and self-control. The blogger stated that after quitting, he clearly felt more relaxed, his body was no longer as tired as before, and he felt much better when he woke up each morning. He admitted that this experience made him even more convinced that smoking is indeed harmful to health. Public data shows that by the end of 2025, China has over 300 million smokers, accounting for nearly 1/3 of the world's smokers. Tobacco tax revenue is one of the important sources of revenue for the Chinese Communist Party. It's often said that half a pack of cigarettes is tax, and all smokers support the army. Is this true? Today we'll analyze it for you. Suppose you have a pack of cigarettes that costs $14. How much of that $14 is tax? First, there's a 56% consumption tax paid by the tobacco factory. After the tobacco factory pays this 56% tax, another 5% is paid at the wholesale and retail stage. The two taxes combined total 61%. After the tobacco industry sells the cigarettes, there's an additional 13% value-added tax, VAT, bringing the total to 74%. After these two turnover taxes, there's also the urban construction tax and the education surcharge, which together account for about 10% of the turnover tax, or 7.4%. 74% plus 7.4% equals roughly 80%. In other words, $11 of the $14 pack of cigarettes is consumption tax, VAT, plus urban construction tax, education surcharge, and other surcharges. The blogger points out that besides the various taxes mentioned above, there are also miscellaneous taxes like vehicle and vessel tax, land use tax, and stamp duty. Furthermore, there's the significant corporate income tax. A pack of $14 cigarettes has a 10% profit margin, 2.5% costs, including raw materials and labor, and the rest is taxes. Data shows that last year, the Chinese tobacco industry paid a total of $218 billion in taxes, while military spending during the same period was $223 billion. Therefore, the saying, half a pack of cigarettes is taxed and all smokers support the army, is not an exaggeration, but a fact.
4700万老烟民
47 million longtime smokers quit smoking collectively. This anti-smoking wave in 2025 has three heartbreaking reasons. The latest data from the National Health Commission for the first quarter of 2025 show that the number of smokers nationwide has decreased by 12.7%. This is equivalent to 47 million people quitting smoking. That's almost the entire population of Zhejiang province. Cigarettes were once a form of social currency for many. A cigarette after a meal is like being in heaven, was a common saying among longtime smokers. Why are so many people suddenly quitting smoking recently? The blogger analyzes that the reason is very practical. Saving money has become the most direct driving force. In the past, the first thing smokers did after a meal was to light a cigarette. Now they'll do the math first. At one pack a day at $1.40 per pack, they can save $520 a year. That money can buy 750 kilograms of rice, enough to feed a family for several years. After such careful calculation, many longtime smokers have voluntarily put out the cigarettes. The second reason is health. Real tragedies happening around us are more impactful than any advice. The blogger mentioned that a fellow villager, 42 years old, who had smoked for 2 or 3 decades was diagnosed with late-stage lung cancer last year. Lying in his hospital bed, he regretted it deeply, saying, "If I could do it all over again, I'd rather eat nothing but steamed buns every day than ever touch a cigarette again." Seeing the plight of those around him, more and more smokers finally became afraid and embarked on the path to quitting. The third reason is the implementation of smoking bans in many places. Currently, more than 200 cities in China have implemented a complete ban on smoking in public places, with violations punishable by fines of up to $290. This fine even exceeds the monthly salary of many, making many people afraid to smoke as freely as before. Many netizens have uploaded videos of their tests showing that domestic cigarettes burn significantly less time than imported cigarettes or even Hong Kong cigarettes, leading to suspicions that combustion enhancers are added to the tobacco to accelerate the rip-off process. Some smokers' tests have found that domestic Chinese cigarettes only burn for about 4 minutes, while Japanese cigarettes can burn for 7 minutes, further deepening people's doubts about the presence of combustion enhancers in domestic cigarettes. Why do so many people still can't quit smoking even though they know it's harmful to their health? Smokers are certainly aware of the health risks, but many already have enough to struggle with in life. They just want a little comfort, a moment's respite in their difficult days. Some working people, after a long day's work or delivering their last order, will quietly light a cigarette under the city lights, hoping to exhale the day's fatigue with the smoke and relax for a moment. China's tobacco industry has long been a state monopoly, with the State Tobacco Monopoly Administration and the China National Tobacco Corporation operating under one institution, two names, creating a highly monopolistic system. The tobacco system is also considered a prime example of the internal proliferation of a privileged class, forming an entrenched hereditary chain based on tobacco profits. Some netizens have questioned whether these privileged classes, while enjoying enormous profits, can also empathize with the hardships and helplessness of ordinary people. Can they operate this industry with a little compassion? Liu Xiang, a law professor at Renmin University of China, once pointed out, "What counterfeit goods are there in China that the authorities are interested in cracking down on? Our main focus now is on counterfeit cigarettes and alcohol. Do you know why? Because counterfeit cigarettes and alcohol infringe upon national interests. That's the essence. A pack of ordinary cigarettes incurs a 45% consumption tax, a 17% value-added tax, and other turnover taxes. A $10 pack of cigarettes might not even cost $1 to produce. The more you smoke, the more you contribute to the country. My personal loyalty is too low. I quit smoking many years ago. When I saw how much tax I was paying to the country, I quit." That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.